Kristian's on a roll today, boys. This is live stream number 2. I just had to make this live stream. I had this divine compulsion because I just received a really beautiful voice message from, you boys have probably remembered him. We called him Sean, who I coached over in Malaga. 49-year-old guy, got in contact with me. I zipped over to Malaga. We spent a weekend together. Within a couple of days, he was stacking multiple dates. He was approaching and number closing inside of restaurants. And he just sent me a voice message right now that I really wanted to just share with you boys, because I know it's going to give you a crazy amount of optimism, especially for boys who are watching this and maybe you've not done an approach yet, or maybe you've been out of the game for a little while and you're on a hiatus and you're stuck in that procrastination limbo where you're thinking, oh, I want to go out and approach, but I'm worried if like bad things are going to happen. I'm thinking too many steps ahead. I'm experiencing failure in advance. I'm rejecting myself on people's behalf, yada, yada, yada. So I just wanted to expostulate this voice message that is just going to give you lethal amounts of optimism, and you're going to be able to go out there, have that rock star confidence, invite beautiful women into your life, and just live that top 1% dating life. So Sean sent me a voice message. He was like, dude, I was going through Malaga, just walking on the beach, minding my own business, and then saw this absolute firecracker on the beach. So just followed the system that you taught me in Malaga, went over, delivered my value, approached with that abundant, I want you, but I don't need you type of energy. And she just loved it. But the crucial thing about this approach was during that conversation, she says to Sean, oh, I've been waiting for you to approach me. I've been waiting for you to approach me. How beautiful is that? Like, she's seen Sean strutting around Malaga and she's been waiting for him to come over and approach her. I just think that's insane. I think that's incredible. And what this elucidates, what this underscores, is she's waiting for you to say hello. She's waiting for you to say hi. Yeah? Like, this is, I think, why unlocking this skill set is so valuable, because women are craving, like they are crying out to be approached. Now, this is not to say that they're crying out to be approached by anybody. No, you need to put the reps in. You need to get points on the board. You need to become the most fuckable version of yourself. You need to build your value and then use this thing that we call game as a way of delivering your value to the world. Like, Sean is 49 years old. He's got his own business. He's been crushing it with business for over a decade now. He's got his finances on point. He's become the most fuckable version of himself. So now when he goes over to these women, she feels that abundant energy on him, right? So this is not some old school weird game theory where it's like, oh, you can just be a slob. You can be some fat fucker who's sleeping in his grandma's apartment, basement floor, cum-stained mattress, and you can get any woman that you like. Just use these 5 lines or tricks. No, it's not about that. Like, actually become a man of value, get your fitness on point, your fashion on point, your finances on point, actually become a guy who you would want to date. But then it's about delivering your value. And this is the issue that the guys who I work with experience before we start working together, before I introduce them into my private network for high achievers, the Entourage, is they just don't know how to deliver their value to the world yet. Yeah, the analogy that we always use is it's like working your bollocks off to buy a Lamborghini and then being too scared to drive it. So what I help my guys with, the entrepreneurs, the digital nomads, the high achieving city workers, is giving them permission. I think if there's one word which my clients lack before we start working together, is permission. They're operating like closet heterosexuals. They're almost ashamed to be men and find women attractive. And this is why there is this epidemic at the moment amongst men where they want to be able to do the things that they see me do on camera. They want to be able to go over to women who they find attractive and extend invitations to these women like, hey, you look amazing, I want to take you out on a date, right? Like, this is like primordial, ancient level, like me man, you woman, I like that, right? But what I find, especially in the modern hinterland of the internet, is men have almost lost the knowledge to how to actually be men, right? Again, closet heterosexuals. But this voice message that I got from Sean when he was having this conversation with this absolute firecracker on the beach, and she was like, yeah, I've been waiting. Like, I've been waiting for you to come over. I've been waiting for you to approach me, right? So I don't believe in the one, but I do believe in the notion of soulmates. And I believe that there are women who have been put on this earth specifically for us. And part of our masculine journey is to find the women who have been put on this earth for us, right? And when I started this whole thing 4 years ago, I wasn't the man that I needed to be yet, right? So you can go back to the oldest videos on this channel to see who I used to be and look at who I've become. Yeah, I used to be a porn addict. I used to have erectile dysfunction. I used to look like a turnip. I used to dress like a moron. I used to get comments on the regular from guys being like, oh, you're ugly. You're physically disadvantaged. You're a 4 out of 10 at best. And the reason why I got those comments was that was the universe providing feedback to me at 23 years old that I hadn't yet become the man that I needed to be. So when I was going over to women 4 years ago, they weren't saying things to me like, oh, I've been waiting for you to approach me. Usually it was like, fuck off, mate. But it's feedback, right? The analogy that I like to use is if you could already be dating the women that you could be dating, if you could already be making the money you could be making, if you could already be living the life you could be living, then you'd already be doing it. So the way that we actually have these cosmic connections, the way that we bring beautiful women into our lives, the way that we develop this rock star confidence and this rock star lifestyle is metaphorically crucifying this current version of us and becoming he who can. So if you've not done so already, you can download my free courses. I'll link them below once the live stream's finished and I've got myself back home. You can just go into like some previous live streams, you'll be able to download the course. It's called My Most Fuckable Man course. That lays out the entire blueprint. But just keep this in mind the next time that you're going out there, the next time that you see that woman and you reject yourself, or you think about rejecting yourself on her behalf, just think to yourself, she could be one of my girls. She could be one of my soulmates who I can have that cosmic connection with. So don't deny that woman the opportunity to meet you. Don't deny that woman the opportunity to feel beautiful and desired and sexy. Worst case scenario, you learn something. Worst case scenario, she leaves that interaction feeling beautiful. Rejection is better than regret, but it's not even a rejection. You know what I mean? I think this whole industry has bastardized the approach. It's like, oh, rejection, oh, blowout. No, she just declined an invitation. Get over it. The world's gonna continue to spin. There's plenty more women out there who you can approach. She just wasn't your girl, and that's okay. But yeah, dude, like, I just wanted to put this out there because I think it's really inspirational. Big shout out to Sean. Absolutely crushing it at 49 years old. And yeah, I hope that this gives you a lethal amount of optimism to get yourself out there, live a life beyond the beige, and don't die with your music still inside of you. All right, boys. Love yous. Mwah.